What's up, guys, and welcome, Daily Theologians. In this clip video, I want to talk about a definition for true justice as opposed to social justice and compare some of the history of the nation to help us better understand this very important topic. You're not going to want to miss this one. So, what is justice? Well, here is a brief clip by Dr. John MacArthur on social justice.
Justice is not a word that needs an adjective. And if somebody puts an adjective on justice, then they have something else in mind. Social justice is a fancy name for disrupting society, for breaking down its institutions. You see it being activated in universities, where students want to take over the school, overturn the authority of the teachers. You see it in governments where rioting people want to overpower the police. That is not how Christians behave. Our God is sovereign. Our God rules in the world. And our God has called on us to be known by our what? Our love. That love has to be shown to those that are hurting and depressed and mistreated in our society, no matter who they are. But social justice is a formula for complete social disruption.
So social disruption appears to be the order of the day, and that's not the same thing as justice. In fact, most of the people crying out for justice, if they got it from God, it would be judgment and a sad place called hell because we're guilty criminals. So a right understanding of justice is seen only at the cross. And I wanted to mention this clip because he's right. It's about anarchy. It's about tearing down. It's about creating an idolatrous form of control and power. And this government of our nation, though not perfect, was founded on certain inalienable axiomatic rights. These truths were self-evident. It means they were obvious that people were created, endowed by their creator. There was no question about the rights of people, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, that people were created in the image of God. That is a fundamental tenet to a functioning society, a functioning worldview, without which you will have complete and absolute insanity, which is what we're seeing now with people and the medical tyranny that is all around us. And the reason for this is we have taken our eyes collectively off of the fear of God. We see the cross as this place of passivity, but it was that by Jesus taking the wrath of God for the sins of the people of God, but it was also the loudest statement in history about God's hatred for sin. And I'm trying to remember if that's Alistair Begg that said that or R.C. Sproul. Somebody said that is the loudest statement from God on his hatred for sin. And that is ultimately us. You know, people that say they're concerned with justice have often no consideration for God and his view of what is right and just. And what is right and just is that we are guilty rebels and we need to repent and believe in the death, burial, and resurrection of the God-man Jesus Christ, because this other view of justice is not correct and accurate. Now, governments, according to Romans 13, are instituted for the benefit of us to uphold order and to punish evil, and currently not really doing that in many cases. However, as Christians, our job is to speak the truth in love, to share the gospel, to make disciples, and to pray for those that persecute us, pray for those that are lost and blind, and to speak the truth prophetically, to call them to repent and believe in the death, burial, and resurrection of the God-man Jesus Christ. If you haven't yet, take a moment and hammer that like button. Like the 95 Theses, leave a comment below about what you think. And remember to pray for our neighbors and for this nation. God bless.